Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Battlefield 1943 The Forgotten series, a series where I show clips from matches that didn't end up in my main Let's Play series, so that they will not be forgotten. As we all know, Battlefield 1943 was the best shooter ever made, but it had one major weakness in its design. One weakness that, when it occurred, totally ruined the fun of the game, making it either extremely boring or extremely frustrating and made players quit out of the game long before a match was over. I am of course talking about spawn trapping a team inside their home base. That is that one team is surrounding the home base of the other team, sometimes also being inside their home base, taking out players as they're spawning and constantly just pinning them down inside their home base, preventing them from ever getting out. Now, this is not to be confused with spawn camping a flag, where you wait outside the capture area of a flag, waiting for players to spawn to take them out. I absolutely loved spawn camping flags in Battlefield 1943. It was so much fun just massacring players that kept spawning in at the same flag. But this was a bit different, because a player could always choose to not spawn at that flag. They could just spawn back home and try to capture another flag. The same could not be said about being trapped inside your home base without having other flags to spawn on. Then you had no choice. And because of how the maps and mechanics were designed in Battlefield 1943, if a team managed to get the other team trapped in their home base, it could be so difficult for that team to get out of that base. It was worst on Wake Island and Iwo Jima, where both teams start out at their own carrier. If you found yourself at the carrier with the enemy team having good pilots in the air, and tanks, jeeps and snipers were camping at the shore shooting at the carrier, it was almost impossible to get off that carrier. Try to take off with a plane, get taken out by an enemy plane. Jump in the landing craft, get taken off by either a plane, a tank or a jeep with a machine gun. Try to go in the anti-air to fend off enemy planes, get taken out by a sniper at the shore, or an enemy plane flying below the reach of the anti-air. And sometimes the enemy team even brought their landing crafts close to your carrier to make it even more difficult to get ashore. Even the best players in this game could not escape a base trap on Wake Island in Iwo Jima if the enemy team managed to get you pinned down. Sometimes it was literally absolutely nothing you could do. It was a little better on Guadalcanal, as there you could at least try to sneak out of your base unnoticed. Whenever we got base trapped on Guadalcanal, I would often try to be a sniper, sneaking out of the base and be all guerrilla trying to take out players from a distance. But even on Guadalcanal, it was often pretty difficult to escape a base trap, because unlike Iwo Jima and Wake Island, on Guadalcanal the enemy team could bring their tanks into your base, just waiting close to the spawn points to take you out as you spawned in. And if the enemy team was able to steal your own tanks and use them against you, well, you can probably guess the outcome. And when those base traps happened, it just sucked the fun out of the game. For the team being base trapped, it was very frustrating. And for the other team, if you didn't want to participate in the shenanigans, there was just nothing to do, making the match pretty boring. And the result was usually pretty predictable. After being base trapped for a while, players just started to quit the game. When I played Battlefield 1943, I would usually try to stay in a match until the end. But if my team ended up being base trapped early in the match with no way of getting out of our base, I would sometimes just quit as well. So if I were to pinpoint one weak point in the design of Battlefield 1943, it would be that it was a bit too easy for a match ending up in one team being base trapped. But let's get to the match that I'm going to show you today. This was a match that was recorded in June of 2023, and as you might imagine by the topic of this episode, it was a match where my team ended up being base trapped badly. This match has to be one of the worst matches I have ever played, at least in terms of the KD I ended up with at the end. It was such a bad match that I didn't even consider it for an episode in my main Let's Play series. This was one of those matches where it ended up being as good as impossible to get off the carrier. The enemy team had such extremely skilled pilots that was just pinning us down, one of which was none other than Benny Boom Boom. And without further ado, here are a few moments from that match. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Battlefield 1943. Today we are playing on Wake Island. as the Americans. I'm not sure if I want to go in a plane. Can we get any of them? Oh no. No, we cannot. He fooled me. Yeah, Benny Boom Boom. Oh, he's coming. Yeah, he's coming. I need to shoot. Yeah, this is not very good. Oh, yeah. Benny Boom Boom. Oh, we have only 4 players. I would really like to get... Oh, hello. Oh, Boom Boom. Can I get in the plane? No, he's coming. No, that's not good. Yeah, Benny Boom Boom! But I will not stay in the air. I will capture this. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm dead. Ow, come on. Oh no, they will spawn compass. Come on. No, Benny Boom Boom. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, Benny Boom Boom. Yeah, look at that. Our buddies are just quitting. Well, I will, out of courtesy, I will stay the match. Yeah, look at that. Then, is there anything we can do? No. Let's be a sniper. Maybe we can get one of these bastards. Okay, there's a guy there. Is he in the machine gun? No. Yeah, Benny Boom Boom. You know what? Let's take the... No, the plane is doomed. They have 3 planes. Did he jump out? Yeah, there he is. He will just get up with... Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And I didn't even get a point. Come on. There is not much we can do. Just try to avoid them. Okay, there's the plane. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. And get the guy on... Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Revenge. And there's a guy in the machine gun, I think. Well, I hit him and I died. Yeah.
The fortifications on Wake Island have won.
Well, that was not a very fun match. We got killed 12 times. And we got 2 kills. And that will be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.